Hi, I'm Becky Myke.
I'm Myke Mottie.
And we've been going to New Hope for a couple years now. We just wanted to share a little bit of our stories. So I probably about 5-6 years ago found myself a single mom of 2 kids. It was a really scary situation, and I really had to depend on my faith and my trust in what marriage could be in my future while going through a really hard time and grieving myself. At the same time, after a little bit of healing and time with the Lord and time with the kids, God brought this guy into my life.
Hello.
Do you want to share a little bit where you were at when that happened?
I think we met while I was co-leading a divorce care group at another church, and we were both kind of in this season, ironically, where we had both, because of what had happened in our previous marriages, were like, I don't think marriage is in the cards for me. I'm just going to do this whole single thing.
And serve and stay focused.
And then God had other plans for that. And so that part of our testimony is that redemption, that because of our human nature and our brokenness, the marriage that failed ruined marriage for us. And so we sort of personally, I think, threw it off and said we don't need that, because we thought God couldn't heal that, but He obviously did. And now, we have.
So God brought our lives together. We're a blended family, and Mike is a wonderful father to my 2 children, our 2 children. I still have to correct myself sometimes. We've just really had to learn to lean on God completely. And I think that's what that time apart did for us through the brokenness, is we learned that God has to be the center of every relationship that we're in, and including especially our marriage. So we went into the marriage with, just putting God at the center, seeking Him, doing some really rough blending, but we did it. And just seeing God's restoration, His redemption for love and our family, and what God's vision of family should be. And then about a year into our marriage, we experienced a miscarriage, which was really, really tough on me. It took me over a year to really grieve and move through that. Did not see that coming. And I think we were really tested during that time. We had to learn to communicate and keep seeking God, keep trusting Him when we couldn't see why in the world this was part of a plan or why this would happen. And I think it really helped to root our marriage in the Lord, of just trusting Him. He doesn't cause these things, but man, He is there, and He uses everything that happens to us. And it was just a really, really good time for us to grow close and heal. And then now, 2 years later, we have a baby on the way.
Yep.
We're just a few weeks from...
Couple weeks from now.
Yeah, just a few weeks from welcoming a new family member, and we're so excited. But the main point is the restoration and redemption, right?
Yeah, I think every story out there has the potential for redemption when you make God the center of it and you put your trust and your hope in Him. He will make all things new.